What's up guys? Hello and welcome to this new learning series, You Think You Know PowerPoint. Well, it is exactly what the name is suggesting, because this series is not going to waste your time with the basics of PowerPoint that everyone is familiar with. It will focus on the more striking and advanced features that will help you make your presentation a standout. And at times, you'd be surprised and wonder, how come I never used them before? Well, here's the opportunity to get acquainted. So without any further delay, let's break new grounds. So I've got a presentation over here. There are 5 slides in this presentation. The first one is going to be my home slide, from where I can navigate to all the slides. So let's check it out. Okay, let's go to the reading one. Alright, go back, go to listening. Okay, on this slide I've got a media clip, a video, and I've got some media buttons. These buttons are used to play the media, pause and stop it.
Hi, I'm Maddie. Here are 10 things
Pretty good.
that you need to
It's
know
working.
about cats.
Pause
Have
it.
you ever noticed your...
Let's try stopping it. Works fine. Let's play the media again.
Hi, I'm Maddie. Here are
So
10 things
it's pretty
you
good.
need-
Let's go back to the home slide and go to speaking. It's working fine. Let's go back and let's go to writing. Now on this slide I have got a task, and this button is gonna make it appear when I click on it, and this button, when I click on it, it's gonna make it disappear. So pretty good. Let's go back to the home slide. So our next task is to see how you can create one presentation like this. So let's get started. To save time, I've got all the presentation ready. All I need to do is add the buttons. Go to Insert. Under Insert tab, click on Smart Art and choose the design you want. There are a lot of designs. Choose the one that best fits your presentation. I will choose the vertical boxes. In order to make it fit on the slide, simply from a corner, drag it and resize it. And then you can put it anywhere. I need one more shape. So once you select it, another tab appears over here. And here, the drop down under Add Shape. Choose Shape After or Before. I've got 4 shapes now. I can just put it in the middle. And from here, let's tweak its design a little bit. Let's change the font color. You can resize the font. And that's it. Type in the text. Now let's add triggers. So select the first shape. Under Insert tab, click on Action. Click Hyperlink, open the drop down, select Slide. Choose the slide. OK. Checkbox Play Sound and choose the sound that you want. I'm more comfortable with the clicking sound, so I'm going to choose this. Alright, okay. So the first trigger is ready. So if somebody clicks on this button, it's going to go to the reading slide. Now repeat this action with the other 3 shapes. Alright, I'm going to repeat the same action with the other shapes, and I'm going to fast forward it to save time. So we're done with the triggers. Let's check it out. Reading goes to reading. Writing navigates to writing. Listening navigates to listening. And speaking would take us to the speaking. So all the triggers are working fine. We're done. So now we've got a picture over here, and what we're going to do is add 2 triggers over here to different shapes, and we want one of the buttons to make it appear on the screen and the other button to make it disappear on the screen. Use it wherever you think it's going to be suitable in your presentation. So let's go ahead and do it. First, I'm going to create a shape. Under Insert tab, just choose the shape for the button. I'm fine with the rectangle with round corners. Okay, I'm going to just type in show task and tweak the design a little bit. Okay, looks fine. To make a copy, make sure that the Control key on your keyboard is pressed, and with your mouse left key, drag, drop it, and then release the Control key. So just change the text, hide task. Okay, in order to do that, we need to do one more thing. We need to identify these 2 shapes. In order to do that, in order to rename these 2 objects, these 2 shapes on my slide, I need to go to the Home tab, and under Arrange drop down, I'm going to go to Selection pane. Now, the Selection pane is very important. When you open the Selection pane, you can see how many objects there are on your slide. So once I select this, I can see the name of this shape is rectangle, rounded corners. So I'm going to just go ahead and double click and Control A to select and delete it, and then type my name, show button. And then I'm going to do the same with the next one. Select it, double click, Control A to select all and delete, and then name it, rename it. Maybe I'm going to hide button. Pretty good. So I can now identify these 2 buttons. I'm done with the renaming. Let's close the Selection pane. Now let's go ahead and add 2 animation to this image over here. Let's go to Animation and choose, let's say, random bar for entrance. This is the entrance animation. So it enters the slide just like random bars. Now if you want to add another animation to this same object, make sure you don't do it from here but do it from here. Click Add Animation and go to the Exit Animation, and let's say random bar to disappear. So now open Animation pane. You can see first one is entrance and the next one is exit. Now select the first one, entrance. Click on trigger. On click off, that is why we had to rename these objects. So now we can identify this is my show button. So when someone clicks on this one, the image will appear. Go ahead and select the red exit animation, and again do the same. Trigger, on click off, hide button. Let's close this and let's see. Show task. Click on it. The image appears. Hide task. The image will disappear. So we're done with this trick as well. Next, we're going to create 3 media buttons over here which will control this video clip over here. So let's go ahead and do it. Let's go to Insert tab. I've already downloaded some images from the internet for the media button, so I'm going to just go ahead and put it here. I can select all of them and set. Okay, let's just put it here, here somewhere. Play is going to be the first one, pause is going to be here. Okay, so they're arranged pretty good. But if they're somewhere here or there, not aligned, simply select them, go to Format tab, and then click Align, Align, Top, and Align, distribute them horizontally. Fine, and you can just put it anywhere. Alright, so play button is going to play the video clip. Pause button is going to pause the video clip, and stop is going to stop it. Let's see how we can do that. Select the video clip, click animation, and let's add animation to this object. Go ahead and click on play.
Hi, I'm Maddie. Here are 10 things you need to know about cats.
Okay,
Have you ever
fine.
noticed your cat leaves wet?
Click animation. So you can see the play animation has been added. Now let's add this, pause and stop. But again, add animation, pause, and then do the same, add stop animation. So as we can see under animation tab here, we've got 3 animations. We want these animation or these actions to be triggered by these buttons. Click on the first one, play. But make sure we do the same as we did with the previous step. So we're going to close this and we're going to go home, arrange, and we're going to click selection pane. Now select this object. This one is picture 10, but I'm going to rename it to play button. Select this one and double click and rename it pause button. Select this shape, go ahead and double click here, select it, and rename it to stop button. Close the selection pane. So now we know we can identify these items, these pictures over here, these buttons over here. So let's go to the animation and open the animation pane one more time. Select the first one, then click on the trigger on click off play button. Choose the pause one, trigger on click off pause button. Select the stop one, trigger on click off stop button. Close the tab and let's see if it's going to work.
Hi, I'm Maddie. Here are
It works
10
fine.
things you
Pause, stop, play.
Hi, I'm Maddie. Here are 10 things
Fine,
you
we're
need
done
to
with
know
adding
about
images
cats.
and
Have you
adding
ever
triggers
noticed your
so
cat
it plays, pauses, and stops the
Unlike
media.
us humans, cats
One final step. I need a home button on every slide which will navigate back to the home slide. So select the second one. Let's go on and click the View tab. Under View tab, click on Slide Master. Now Slide Master is very, very important. I'm going to have a separate video on Slide Master, but for now, let's just go ahead and click Slide Master. Now this is the slide I'm going to work on. I'm going to create a home button. So let's go to Insert, Picture. I've got an image for the home button. You can download one from the internet. Go ahead and insert it and just put it anywhere on your slide. Top left corner is going to be my spot. Okay, select the shape, go to Insert tab, and just simply do the same thing. Click Action, click Hyperlink to, and then choose a slide. So I'm going to choose my first slide. Okay, and do the same thing. With the sound, choose the click sound. Maybe you can choose another one just for fun. Click OK. And now go back to this tab, Slide Master. What happens is that whatever you add over here will be added to every slide with the same layout. So I have used 4 slides with this layout. This means that I added it over here, and this button is added to all the slides automatically. So let's close and see. Here we go. It's added to all the slides. Another thing, you cannot select or edit this shape here because it's been added to the master slide. So you cannot edit here. But let's just go ahead and see for the final time if our presentation is working alright. So let's go to home. The home button is working alright. Click reading, pull, click writing, and let's see, show task, hide task, show again, go to home, listening,
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Play.
Here are 10 things.
Pause, stop, home and speaking. Bravo, everything worked fine, so go ahead and create your own stunning presentation with a lot of triggers and buttons. And don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon so when I upload the next episode of this series you'll be notified. And in the next couple of episodes we'll be talking about creating an interactive quiz within PowerPoint and converting your presentation to GIF or GIF. So goodbye, see you later.